MPSC Entertainment.
So part-time fireman, full-time comedian, jokes all the time. So we're gonna let Phil introduce his other comedian, but we're gonna let you guys entertain us for a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
They got tomatoes, but they need them.
Listen, put them down. Put them down right now. How y'all doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Forgive us for getting here a little bit later. We was coming up out of Columbus and all that sort of thing, trying to get some stuff situated. Me and Cassandra just moved into our new place today. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Where's she at anyway? Where's she at? Why is she all hiding all the time? Y'all, come on over here. Come on, let me see you. Let the people see you right quick. And stuff. She over there chilling. Now, the nice thing about this spot, we got we had a house in Massillon. That's where we met Lisa and Henry, and it was a good time, and had the kids there and all. Who got kids here? Raise your hand. Oh dang! Who like them?
You better raise your
hand. Who like them? Who like them? Cause I'll get back to that. Anyway, so we're at. So we're at this spot right now, and it's 55 and over. Huh? Oh yeah. See, now you hear me. It's 55 and over, and Cassandra said, "Hey, I was looking at this, and let's get a little apartment." Huh? You know what I'm saying? I said, let's get this. And I said, honey, we ain't 55 yet. She's like, you in a couple of years and all that. She don't talk about her age and stuff. She's like, you in a couple of years. I said, all right. And I'm looking at some of the different things that they have that you can do. And they got like the community room. They got cookie, like the cookie exchange for Christmas going on and all. I'm like, this is gonna be kind of nice. And so they got the pool table and the places you can put your walkers and all that. I'm like, So I look, and there's a poster. Listen now, there's a poster up there. It's a poster that says community seated volleyball. I'm like, I'm about to wreck them. Okay, Walter, watch out, man. Watch out. So, Mildred, you didn't know that was coming. I ain't playing games. So, we're there. There's folks kind of walking by, looking at us as we're moving in and stuff, and I just be waving and all that, and maybe wanting to dial on their cell phones. But the lady tells them we actually are paying tenants. So that's what it is. It should be nice. There's only one way in, one way out, and they always peeking through the little blinds. It should be safe. It should be safe. We don't need ADT. ADT, all them teeth, they ain't hardly got no teeth anyway. But I'm excited about it. So we're moving over here to the old folks home. Cassandra says, don't call it that. Call it the senior community. I was like, whichever it is, retirement facility. I don't know why we didn't do this sooner. My mother-in-law came over and looked at it, and she's like, well, wait a minute. I was like, I tried to tell you. What is we doing? Getting these big old houses just to have stuff and have it dusty and all that. That's my extra pack of water from the Sam's Club. Yeah, we don't need that and stuff. Go out there, let them do all the yard work and everything. So the lady was looking at us. She said, well, you guys are in your 50s. I said, well, she don't talk about her age, so we don't talk about that and stuff. But yes, I am. She's like, man, you're like a superhero. I said, I really am. I said, I've been a firefighter for the past almost 30 years now. So for that, if any of y'all start choking, I can bring you back. I can take care of you. A lot of y'all medical folk and stuff know, but when it come down to it, with the first responder stuff, and there's slobber and stuff coming out of somebody's mouth, that's, I was like, hey, we ain't got time to be grossed out. We got to save her. Get the meatloaf out of there. We got to save her. So I'm just saying, you all right. Some of them too ugly to save. I ain't saving them. So anyway, going back to the kids, I was thinking about that coming up here and stuff, and I started working at one of the fire departments down in Columbus. It's just north of a place called Harlem, and a lot of them jokers, there's a lot of cowboy boots, there's a lot of big belt buckles, you know what I'm talking about? Huh? There's a lot of try this in a small town kind of attitude and all that sort of thing. I'm like, listen here, Jason Aldean, or whatever your name is, I ain't the one to play with. So I'm sitting there, although I do be trying to blend in. Look at my belt buckle, y'all. Oh, you don't see it. There it is. That's back when I was in Texas. Watch out now. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to them, and they're younger families and little kids and stuff. Oh, my kids. Strick, you got kids? I said, yeah, I got 2 daughters. For real? man, did you have a hard time with them? I said, the hardest, bro, the hardest. They try to drive me crazy. I take all my psych meds now. All of them. He said, well, how'd you deal with them? I said, well, first off, they weren't boys, so I knew I couldn't kick them. I couldn't hit them. I couldn't kick them out necessarily. But I said I could try to outthink them if I could. I try to outthink them. And so he said, well, what'd you do? Ours said, I hate you, Mom and Dad. And we took her cell phone, and she was mad and all this other stuff. I was like, shoot. Not my household. We'll be like, put a cape on. You can be super mad. I don't care. This is how we run things over here. We the parents, you the kids. You gonna do what you need to do. We gonna do what we need to do. I ain't playing. So I said, well, one of the things that we did was I said we had a point system. Is how we did it. And so we had a point system. Now Cassandra, she's like, Phil, you got too much time on your hands to sit around and think. I said, fireman, paramedic, we got to be ready. All right? You don't know what's going to happen. You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. So pay attention to come up with a plan. So I'm like, all right, this is what's going to happen if somebody gets stabbed. This is what's going to happen if somebody flip over 18 times in a car. This is what's going to happen. You got to deliver twins. I mean, you got to have a plan. So I said, these little kids, how am I going to deal with them? Especially when they became teenagers. So we had a point system. And so what we did was I said, if you do church notes, and they're pretty good, I'll give you $4 for your church notes. I'm like, all right. If they real good, I'll give you $8 for your church notes. Because I didn't want to, I need some allowance. No, that ain't it. Everybody got a job here. And so even the dog got a job, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I said, if you don't get in trouble at school, you don't got to worry about nothing. Now, if I hear something from your teacher, that's gonna be minus $8. I ain't playing no games. All right. And so we went down and had this whole list of all these different things. You get an A, you get $4. You get a B, you get $2 on whatever assignment, because you could, track it all on the computer and all that. You get a C, you don't get nothing. You get a D, it's minus $4. And you get an F, it's minus, $16. Like, dang it, Dad. I said, because the bad stuff hurts you more than the good stuff help you. All right, so get ready with it. So they're like, all right, so they're getting the system down. Again, I'm just trying to overload them and just contain them if I could, because they both was like, Jordan and Kobe, trying to figure them out. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at them, and they did pretty good. The youngest one was like, okay, I got my grades good. I'm doing what I got to do. I ain't getting in trouble at school. But the eldest one, nah, she going to try the system. She going to try the system. She gets in trouble. She ain't doing no church notes. Church who? I don't need that. I know exactly what I'm doing. I got this under control. She getting, she was really quite the genius. But unfortunately, she was the one that if her and her friends got in trouble, they out of class because they got, some kind of hall pass or something that they weren't supposed to have and all that. And Miss Strickland, what are you doing and all that? And the girls are, Faith was the eldest one. Loved her. Bible name. Why not? So I'm sitting there and, don't say nothing, girls. I got this. Yes, Mr. Such and Such, we're doing fine. We're just trying to get things situated. We're going to do great at that track meet. Don't you even worry about it and all that. That's all she wanted to do was just stay eligible for her track and stuff. And she was good, but she was fast with this too. I wonder where she get that from. So we go ahead. She winds up getting in trouble. It's week in and week out. I would pay out this money on my payday and stuff. And sometimes they was getting paid. I remember one time, I had to pay out $200 for the youngest. The oldest was like, dang, Dad, I owe $350. I was like, yeah, you automatically grounded. You owe more than 50. What we gonna do? So, had this list. You can steam clean the carpets. At $10 an hour, we'll give you maybe about $30 for that. So you can steam clean the carpets. This is how it's done. I want to see a before and after picture. You got them iPhones, don't you? We'll get to taking pictures. So before and after. The dog can be clean. What else? You can fix that bench that you ran into when you was practicing driving in the garage. You can fix that. You can help Mom with a meal. One of the big things we used to do was clip coupons and stuff. And so we clipped the coupons and we saw, what was it? The Monster coupon, or there was some show on and stuff. Shoot. We'd buy 5, 6, 7 newspapers. We all get them out. We stand around the table. We clip a coupon. Get them all situated. The girls, why we gotta do this? This is, stop all that breathing. Come over here and, what is that? Is that mustard? Is that mustard? Get that mustard coupon. So, that's good stuff. That's that brown spicy mustard. That's fancy. So, we go ahead and we're clipping coupons, and I had on there, hey, spend time clipping coupons with your mama, because again, I'm trying to think. I'm like, how can I contain them and get them situated to where they become, self-disciplined is what we're looking for. You go help your mom, I'll pay you $40. Go on, yeah, $40. Get all the coupons done. It shouldn't take more than an hour, and you should be okay. You probably get it done faster than that. And if you get it done faster than that, guess what? You done made money. Huh? Yeah, serious? Yeah, you done made money. It's like, oh, okay. So they go down there. Well, the eldest started getting real smart. She said, all right, so I'm on punishment, right? It's like, yep. I want to go to the game on Friday night. It's like, what you about to do? I'm looking for innovation with these babies. You got a nurse mom, paramedic, firefighter dad. You can figure something out. Now, come on. She said, does that mean my friends can't come over? I said, well, ain't nobody coming over here to play. You on punishment. What if I had them over and they help me with my chores? You don't just say no. Sometimes you think about it and stuff. I raised the kids saying, if our Heavenly Father is looking at us like, hey, the answer is yes, what's the question? All right? If the answer is no, it's usually not right now, or it's not going to be good for you, or you're not ready for it, but he ain't giving you the stuff that you want to have just because he don't like you. He's like, no, if the answer is yes, or you got a question, the answer is yes. What do you want? And I said, I'm your dad here on earth. If it makes sense, I'll probably do it for you. All right? So so I was thinking about having my friends come over, and we was going to rake the yard. I was like, yep, $20. And we was going to wash the car inside and out and vacuum it and everything for Mom. I was like, yep, that was going to be $30 each. And you owe a lot of money. You really seem to got the plan. I'm watching her just innovate this whole thing. I'm like, this kid's kind of an evil genius, Cassandra. She's definitely from your side of the family. So we're looking at it. I'll be doggone. She got 7, 8 friends. Not only did she get caught up on her $50 that she owed, and so she was able to go to the game and talk them all into, because she was able to earn up just a little bit, talk them all into, well, now that I'm all up and good, can I spend a night? We're just going to have a pizza party and all. And that's how she got them to the house. She was like, hey, y'all come over and help me with my chores. We'll have pizza, kick it after the game. We'll watch the scary movies. We'll be fine. Come on, what do you think? Yeah, we're going to party at Faith's. And she done Tom Sawyered all them jokers. All them jokers. I said, what in the world? I said, that's what I'm talking about. Because Sam didn't really participate in the point system and stuff that Dad had sat down and created when he was, I should have been resting and getting ready for the next 911 call, but them kids is driving me crazy. I got to get some kind of peace. I got to come up with some plan to get them straight. They would forget to do the kitchen or the bathroom. They would take turns every week and stuff. One would make sure the kitchen's all done. That means the counter's wiped off, all the food put away, swept, mopped, make sure it's good. Don't do busy work. If it's already clean, then it's clean. But you better make sure it's clean, because Mama don't play. You know how she cleans stuff. We went into the retirement home community today. She in there cleaning. They didn't clean nothing. This don't look like nothing. Look at that. What? You don't see it? So she know how to clean. So if your mama don't think it's clean, it's gonna be a problem. And I'm not here to hear it. All right? I'm with you, but a lot of times we'll have Cassandra get so busy. Henry, you might know what I'm talking about. Where Henry at? Well, you need to give me a glass of water or something. So a lot of times when she would get up, she get upset. She trying to clean something. She trying to take care, get something taken care of. She gonna look at me. I'm like, what you looking at me for? I'm working too. I'm doing 40 hours. It ain't like me. You just sit around and I'm like, you can take the test. I didn't want to hear that, and then I was on the couch for the next 2 days. So there ain't nothing fun about that. She was like, I ain't worried about them points and all that sort of thing. Thank you, I appreciate you. So I ain't worried about them points and all that, Phil. That's just overkill. I'm like, I'm telling you, it works. All right? I don't know about every other kind of dad, but this black dad is coming up with a plan, because these boys, motorcycles, round. Girls, Starship Enterprise, both of them, boy. You need a whole community to keep them jokers where they need to be. Make it so, #1, and all that stuff for you Star Trek fans. So we're sitting there, and she's like, I ain't doing it. I ain't bunk them points. I'm tired. You handle all that. I said, okay, I'll handle it and stuff. Shoot, let them girls aggravate her. what you say? You got some lip? And then she walked over because it was all on the refrigerator right there. F for Faith, L for Layla, also lovingly known as Moo Moo for some reason. I don't know why we named her that, but that's what it was. Moo Moo, do you want some points? Because you'll get them. Because saying she was just, you know what, them kids aggravate me. I tell you what, minus 50. Mom, that ain't even the part of the sequence. Why you jump up so high? What? What? Mom put me in there minus 50. I'm automatically grounded. I was like, well, I told you not to mess with her. She's a wildcat. She's a wildcat. You don't play with her. You don't play with her. So we went ahead and last thing, and I ended up here. She now again, my wife come from a clan that they clean, bro. They clean, and even if the workers come in and clean it, they still is like, I don't know, it's a lot of pinkies out. What's that? What's that? What's the blue stuff? What's the blue stuff and all that? So she'll clean and do what she's got to do and all that. So I decided to be a good idea for a character building experience for the girls. I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna get them a dog. Cause I'm the man of this house. We gonna make it happen. All right? These kids need to know this. Cause Hannah told me time and time again, we ain't getting no dog. They're dirty. We ain't doing none of that. The answer is no. I said, there's more to life than spick and span, all right? There's more to life than spick and span. She's like, we're not getting a dog, Phil. I'm like, shoot, what I want to do, I'm getting a dog. So I go, I look, and I come across this one dog. They're looking to have it rehomed. It's a white American bulldog. It kind of looked like Petey from Little Rascals, kind of like that kind of dog and stuff. So, you know, without the circle around his eye. And the eyes are important to this story. So we go ahead, and me and Layla, because Layla's my road dog, I'm telling you, she did her work, she got her stuff, she got her money. That's just what it was. She wasn't always pushing the fences and all that, but Faith made me earn it every step of the way. So I'm sitting there, and Layla's like, I'll go with you, Dad. Let's go get the dog. I was like, come on, let's go get it. So we go there, we talk to the folks, and they're like, yeah, our house, it's getting foreclosed. Unfortunately, it was a tough situation and stuff, but they said we wanted the dog to go to a good home. And I said, well, I got 2 little girls, and I come from a dog family. My dad used to train them, and before he went in the military and all that stuff. And he trained, attack dogs and different things like that. She's like, okay. I said, we're not going to train that one, this one like that, though. They said, okay. Well, her name is Chloe. So, any of y'all got dogs? Yeah? All right, cool. Are they pets, or are they actually, workers? They actually do something in the house. Yeah, because I'm telling you, I think it's, unfortunately, even in talking to some of the guys I work with and stuff, it seems like white folks got pets, but black folk got an animal that works. All right, somehow, some kind of way. I'm just saying that's just what it is. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that just seems to be how it is. What's your dog's name?
Cole.
Cole.
Yep.
All right, Cole. What's your dog's name?
Jax.
Jax. And what's yours? Silk. Man, what's your dog's name?
We don't have dogs.
Oh, good job. Because I was expecting his name's Lucky and all that stuff, so I'm glad. Good. So we go and we get Chloe. So we got Chloe, and we bring Chloe home. Layla's excited. Oh man, we got a dog and stuff. You think Mom's gonna let us keep her? I was like, maybe. And so we get on home. She's done. She's finished a long shift. She's working oncology. She's seen some tough stuff and all. It's 13, 14 hours. She's coming home. It's dark outside. It's winter time, so it's getting dark early. And she comes home and she looks, and the kids are like, Mom, we got a dog, like that. And she's like, Phil, what is this dog doing in the house? She's instantly thinking germs. I know that's what she's thinking, like germs and fur and flea baths and all the worst things about a dog. None of the best. So she looks at the dog, and she looks at the kids. She looks at me using the kids as a shield between me, her, and this dog. We got a dog, Mom! We got a dog! I'm like, yeah, this is Chloe. Well, what? Why? What? And Chloe's just, I would say looking, but Chloe's blind. So she can't see nothing. All right? So Chloe's blind. They're like, she can kind of maybe see, but there's about a cataract about this big in front of one eye, and the other eye is completely covered. Don't look close. You gross yourself out. You'll be on diet. You don't want that. So, Chloe, it's good dog though. Good dog, loving dog and stuff. But Chloe, didn't realize she was white and we were black, so that was kind of funny. And but she couldn't see nothing. Chloe was not from Wakanda. So Cassandra looks at Chloe and it's like, how much did you pay for this dog and stuff? And Layla, it was free. You know, exactly. So I'm like, yeah, it was, I explained the situation, the family, it was a tough time, and this, that, and so we went, got it, and go from there. I got a plan. She's like, where'd the dog food and the leash and all that stuff, the doggy, is that a doggy toy? Where did doggy toy? Where'd all that stuff come from? I said, that was with the dog, and I gave him, like $50 for that because I appreciated it and stuff right there. And she was like, you paid $50 for a blind dog? Now, how she said it made it sound bad. I was like, dogs mostly see with their nose, honey. She was not impressed. She's like, last thing. She's like, what is going on with the dog's eyes? Because they was a little, kind of, because you know what fingers I'm doing over here. So the dog's eyes was kind of everywhere. And she's like, I'm going to bed. And so she goes on to bed. I'm like, man, I hope she doesn't divorce me. Dad, she don't let us keep it? I was like, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. So she's mad for a day or two and stuff. I told her, I said, honey, she's like, why'd you get that dog? Now, come on, I don't want all that dog fur on my stuff and this, that. And I was like, well, we'll keep the dog kind of in the basement and stuff. It won't know the difference. It can't see anyway. And stuff. And we'll keep it in the basement. And, it'll come up the steps and we'll teach it. And I'm teaching it how to answer the clicks and everything. So I click the thing and it's like, if the dog ever gets out, because again, you got to always be planning for stuff. I said, if the dog ever gets out, I hit the clicker, and the dog will know to come back to me. Dog got out. We're hitting the clicker, driving around the whole neighborhood trying to find a blind dog and stuff. I know we're running in the gates and everything. Chloe! I'm like, oh, Lord. I was like, we can't say the dog's name and stuff. There's too many criminals around here and stuff. We don't want to do that. We got to stay low. So we developed we kept losing the clicker. So we developed a whistle. And let me see. And so we would do this song and it would sound like that, and Chloe would know, oh, those are my people. That's the sound, that's the music of my people. And so we would do that and we keep whistling. That way we had to run down the street, Chloe! We had to do all that. And then like that, you hear her change. And then we fight and stuff. So, just trying to stay ahead of the curve and stuff. So we wound up doing that, and we got Chloe. She wound up being good. I told Cassandra, I said, I'm going to use her to help me run a marathon. She was like, what magic beans do you speak of? I'm throwing these out the window. Is your name Jack? This is ridiculous. I am so upset at how do you expect me to believe this? So I go ahead, and me and Chloe, we start training for the marathon and all that stuff, and we did it. It was a year training. She didn't run the whole time with me, but there was quite a few times I was giving her bread, peanut butter, and some aspirin. Like, go on, baby, go and get some of that. She's like, no, I can't see nothing. I'm bumping my nose on the curb and stuff, So anyway, it was a good thing. The kids learned something from it and all, and they look back fondly on that. Ever since then, we've had dogs. It hasn't really been a problem with fur. And, we keep up, and we bought a Roomba, so there's that. So, hey, I tell you what, y'all do the right thing. I appreciate you listening to my stories. It helps me to feel better. It's a part of my therapy. What I want to do, my partner, Notarius, him and I have been working together for about the past, 5-6 years now. And the way our situation came about.
Let me tell that part.
Oh, snap. Notarius can't hardly wait. Y'all, give it up. Warm welcome for my buddy, Notarius.
All right, y'all. How y'all doing?
Right.
How y'all doing? Man, this. Now, one thing about my comedic style is that I never stand in one place. I like to move around. I like to come up. Yeah, see, I got you scared already. And because you know, he gonna come and mess with me. Like, oh my God, he's that guy that picks me on the first row. Yes, yes, yes. Now, as Phil said, I'm the other half of MPSC. Phil does a lot of technical stuff. I do a lot of planning, the scouting, the muscle, everything. I mean, you know, he knows I'm his go-to guy. You know, I got his back in the fire, and I ain't even a firefighter. So, but he know I got his back. And so the night we met, we was at Gillies Music Room in Akron, the comedy spot. We was doing the World Series of Comedy. And he had already went up, but I forgot he went up. And so when I got up there, everybody that went up in front of me had intro music. So when I came up stage, I was like, oh, the first real brother to come up here and I ain't got no intro music. And I know Phil, when we spoke about it, he said, hold it, did you forget there's melanin in my skin, bro? And so that's how we met. And then he called me on for a show years back. And then we've been rocking it ever since. Give it up for y'all. Oh, man. But I enjoy doing comedy because, like, comedy to me is like therapy. Yeah. Because when I'm not doing this, now he's a firefighter. I think I would rather have his job. Because for those folks who I already spoke to, no, I'm a school bus driver. I should get more than that.
What age?
I should get more than that. Because if you can see what these kids do, and these little jokers, oh Lord, as soon as you cut that, you get that here in the front, and then next thing you know, they all over the place, and then you always sit out. You always point in direction. And listen, 15 years doing this, I've never had an accident. Never had an accident. Yo, you clap. Go ahead, clap. Go ahead, clap. Oh, for sure. Because many times when I'm up there, hey, sit up, hey, sit up, hey, sit up, hey, sit up. That's my stuff, boy. It sounds like it's up. Hey, sit down, big guy. Hey, sit down, big guy. Hey, sit down, big guy. I'm used to it. That's my boss. And even the little elementary schools our kids got now, the elementary school kids I got now, all I hear, Mr. Terry, he farted, Mr. Terry, he gave me the finger, Mr. Terry, like, sit down. Y'all need that much attention? No. It's like, oh my goodness. And then it want to poke me in the head, like, no, that's a no-no. You don't touch Mr. Terry. And if you're ever on the west side of Columbus, after about 3:40 on the west side, and you see bus 95, you better find another route. Because I'm that driver, when they get too out of control, and I'm out my seat. I got a pattern to where, because we got to set the brake. And set, I'm just click, pop, and I'm already out. And I'm on top of kids like this. And they'll still be messing up. And I just stand there like. And then they finally turn around like, oh, like, yes. It took you that long to feel this fire-breathing dragon down your throat. Oh my goodness. It's like, I love them though. Don't get me wrong. I do love the kids now. And it's like, and I think that's why I got so much gray hair in my face. That's why I keep my head bald. I'm only 52. I shouldn't have hair like Phil. You know he got a good wife because he got all his hair is black. I mean, unless he got Just for Men in his cupboard, I don't know. But when you know you got a good one, when you gradually go gray, gradually. I got kids, and then it's the parents.
Oh boy.
Yes, then it's the parents.
That's right.
And a child, he making all this noise trying to pass a bag of Takis. Boy, you don't know how to sneak that around the seat. You had to. He sound like the Salvation Army dude at the grocery store. And so I had to stop the bus. So I had to stop the bus. But you're not supposed to eat on the bus. One.
Okay.
And then you trying to pass it. See, I'm a 70s child. I can hide an elephant in this room right now. And you wouldn't know it was here unless he had an accident or made some noise. These kids can't hide nothing. Because that's the type of stuff where, me and Mike, we grew up together. So it'd be like, if I wanted to give my drink, he said behind me, I ain't doing this. Mike be like, gotta get some of that drink. Boom. No noise, no sound. They can't hide nothing. And why is it that these kids move on a bus? On a bus. Low. What you hiding from? You got one row. You can't hide the mirror. I can see a mile out the window. You think I can't see you doing that? Low walking. Like, what are you, the cat burglar? Oh my goodness. And so they find, and my kids, they slick. They slick. Because they act all wild and crazy. They are all wild and crazy. But they always get to my ego. We get to the school. I'm about ready to drop them off. They start chanting me up, best bus driver, best bus driver. And I feel kind of good. I'm like, yeah. I get out my seat. Yeah. Let them know I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But sit down. Making all that noise. I don't even clean up. I never, with my own kids, I never had to clean up that much. Why am I cleaning up a bus every day? Every day. It's like, who raised y'all? Now the times I ask that, especially with my middle school kids, they're worse. People always ask with bus drivers, what's the toughest ground? Well, the high schoolers are kind of setting their ways now. Y'all remember when y'all was teenagers? Y'all look like y'all teenagers. So y'all still there. But remember when we was teenagers, we had a set rhythm. We walked to school different. We talked different. We played school, we played sports different. We was just, yeah, I'm gonna come mess with you again. We was just different. Setting their ways. Elementary school kids, their mind is still wet clay. So you're still molding them. You're still molding them. Because I always remind them. Now this ain't more comedy, this is more truth. None of the joke. But I always remind them, what's your goal grade for the day? What's your goal grade every day? You're going to make today better than what? Yesterday. Because it makes tomorrow what? Brighter. I always remind them that. How you feel? Good. How you feel? Good. Be having them hyped up. Boy, they get off that bus like a football team. Let's go get these A's on the ball. Sure. And then what makes me mad is that some of the teachers in the building, you got those kids coming